G'day there guys, Couch, and welcome back to another episode of r/relationship advice. I do hope you enjoyed today's bloody good stories, and with that said, I want you to sit back, relax, chuck a prawn to the barbie. Let's just get right into it, eh? Cheers. Posted by user numerousbarber5623, titled, Am I the asshole here for dressing too straight and making my girlfriend uncomfortable? I, female 21, have been dating my girlfriend, female 24, for 4 months. We've known each other about a year. She's the only girl that I've ever dated or been with in that manner, and I think that this has caused a lot of issues for her. Since the beginning, she has always commented that my clothes, the way I look, and my hair make me look like a straight girl. She's never said this in a rude way, just more of an observing way with some undertones to it. I've always told her that if my style or the way that I look bothers her, I'm more than likely not going to change it. But she says it all the time. Every time I wear something feminine, which is almost every day. Every time she is close enough to touch my hair, she tells me long blonde hair is so straight. One time I liked a video of 2 feminine girls who were married on TikTok. The video was them showing their outfits, and my girlfriend got mad and accused me of wanting her to look like them. For context, she leans way more masculine, she has short hair, lots of tattoos and piercings, and even binds her chest sometimes. One time, and I'm gonna keep this as PG-13 as possible, during sex, she asked me if I wanted penetration, and I said yes, but apparently I said it too enthusiastically, and she accused me of missing dick because I've dated men in the past. Finally, last night, we had a birthday dinner for a friend. I was wearing a black dress, really nothing special about it, but when my girlfriend saw, she demanded that I change. I asked why. She gave me the usual answer. I told her to leave me alone about that and tried to walk past her to the car. Instead of letting me go, she yanked me back inside by my arms and held my face, demanding that I change. I told her no. She told me no one was going to think that we were together. Mind you, this is literally all of our friends, and they already know. I told her as long as she held my hand, I think they would know. She eventually gave up, but we spent the whole dinner pretty mad at each other. When we got home, she made me prove I liked girls, which just ended up with me in tears. Not because I don't like girls, but because I don't like being forced to prove it. She is still so mad at me, but I just can't fathom that I'm the asshole here. What did I do other than wear what I'm comfortable in? I don't know. I said I'm sorry, but she won't take it. Am I the asshole here? OP clarifies, I would call myself bi, but she hates when I do that. On dressing straight versus lesbian, OP says, there was more than that too. Yes, she had problems with my long hair and my girly clothes and my makeup, but also with the music that I listen to. Oh my god, Taylor Swift is straight people music, and the things that I enjoy. God, you actually like that show? Because it was all typically girly or feminine. Another commenter says to OP, also, your last part about her making you prove that you like girls sounds like she assaulted you. I really hope that that's not the case and that I just interpreted this the wrong way. I hope you're okay and you get out of this situation quickly. You'll find a partner who appreciates you for who you are, and this woman is not it. OP replies, I don't know what it was. Certainly not anything I want to happen again or has ever happened to me before, but I don't know. I'm just confused. But I'm okay. It's kind of you to be concerned. Luckily, I have a really great friend who I live with and a mum that calls me every day to get updates on my life. I'll be totally okay. In the comments, JDK says, not the asshole. Just end this relationship. She wants you to change and she's getting violent about it. Seriously, she's already mentally abusing you, OP, and when she grabbed your arm to demand that you change your dress, that's not exactly what a normal, caring partner would do. Your girlfriend may get physically violent with you in the future, and you shouldn't stick around to find out. Not the asshole. In a healthy relationship, you don't tell the other person to change who they are for your own insecurities. Orientation or preferences should never matter. Compassion and understanding matter. From the second to last paragraph too, it sounds like OP is being forced into sexual acts as well. This is abuse from every angle, and scary. I'm honestly terrified as F, thinking the same. I really hope to God that it's not, because it's unthinkable. I hope OP sees this. I understand that OP is a baby gay and is confused, but if a man was doing these things to her, I don't think she would have so much trouble seeing it for what it is. This woman does not love you for you, OP. She is trying to change you into her image and getting increasingly violent when you refuse. This is not a healthy relationship at all. She yanked on your arm? No, she's a psycho, and now would be a good time to walk/run away. Now. Really. You're the first of the top comments telling OP to break up. Everyone else mentions things adjacent to it, but 100% Homegirl needs to leave before things escalate. The ex won't have to worry about people wondering if they're together once they no longer are. OP, if they didn't like how you presented, they shouldn't have started dating you. They are projecting their own insecurities into how you look. Get out of this relationship. OP says, I know. I'm also confused why she liked me at first, and not anymore. What do you mean by prove you like girls? It sounds like you may have been forced to do something sexual when you didn't want to. OP, this is not okay. It has escalated, and you need to consider if you feel safe in this relationship. OP says, yeah, pretty much. That's assault. You are being abused. Please break up with her and don't be alone with her again. Let me know if you'd like resources for recovering from abuse or for safely leaving abusive relationships. I know these topics are quite grim when you get down into the nitty-gritty details of it, but OP wasn't able themselves to identify just how abusive and how dangerous this relationship was, and I feel as though it is important to highlight stories like this where people will back you up and will say what they are doing to you is wrong, that is abuse, you need to recognize that it is abuse, it is not normal, and it's okay to reach out for help. It is okay to leave. It's okay to move on. Make sure you do it in a safe way. Here are resources. Here is information for you to leave in the safest way possible. Absolutely not the asshole in this one, OP. You really need to be safe and just get out of there. And now, on to the updates. Hi everyone, it's been over a week since I've posted this, and I literally cannot believe this blew up like this. Thanks so much for helping me. It has helped tremendously. For everyone concerned for me, don't worry, I'll be completely fine, and me and my now ex-girlfriend have broken up and gone no contact. I have a really good mum and best friend who have been here for me, and we've read almost all 6,000 comments on here. Thank you so much from a stranger on the internet. In the comments, Matcha Magpie says, gay or straight, your partner trying to dictate your appearance and clothes because of their insecurities needs to be kicked to the curb unless you are trying to wear a wet t-shirt and booty shorts to the office Christmas party. There's femme lesbians, femme bisexuals, femme pansexuals, and femme everyone in between and around the spectrum. This was about control and abuse. This long-haired, cleavage-showing, maxi and mini-dress-wearing lesbian hopes OP has a long, safe, and happy life with herself and any worthy partner she may choose in the future. Right? When I was reading this, I was thinking the ex clearly hadn't seen a lipstick lesbian IRL before, or a lipstick bisexual in OP's case. Biphobia is dangerous. I'm glad that OP is away from her ex. This is exactly why I don't spend time in gay spaces. I do not feel welcome, especially because I'm currently in a long-term relationship with a man. First thought was that the ex should just be butch for butch if she has such a problem with feminine lesbians. Second thought is that, never mind, the ex shouldn't date anyone. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a situation where the ex goes and locks herself in a cave for a while and really thinks long and hard about her actions. I am scared for the next partner that is a victim to this ex. I feel like we need to keep them on a watch list or something after that, because that is scary. Glad that you are doing better, OP. Glad that your support system, your mother, everyone was there to help you out. That is fantastic news. Onwards and upwards from here. Our next post is by user ThrowRAFast8945, titled, I, 26 female, feel too embarrassed to hang out with my roommate, 24 female, after she took care of me after my breakup. We've been living together for more than 2 years now. My ex-boyfriend and I had been high school sweethearts, but we were long-distance relationship after I moved for work. He confessed that he had started a relationship with another girl, and he dumped me in the middle of the pandemic. I was a mess. My panic attacks started to happen way more frequently. I was barely functioning. I just worked, cried, and slept for 2 whole weeks. She is amazing. She took care of everything around the house. She made me cake. She helped me through my panic attacks, even though it absolutely destroyed her sleep patterns. And I am doing better now. But I can't bring myself to look at her. I have thanked her a lot, but that is not enough. I'm doing much better now. I'm taking more pills, but I feel incredibly embarrassed. How could I spend more time with someone like her? She is so self-assured, kind, assertive, and brilliant. She is a gorgeous, amazing woman, and I feel so self-conscious just sitting next to her. There is a pit in my stomach whenever we talk now. I don't want to bother her anymore. How can she look at me and not feel a bit of contempt? I don't know if she likes me anymore. I know that she is hurt by this. We used to spend a lot of time together. Now I make excuses. I feel horrible. How do I deal with and communicate with her that I am grateful for her help and try to deal with my feeling of what happened without putting pressure on her to help me? In the comments, she sounds amazing and, most importantly, kind. I'm sure the predominant feeling she has for you at this point is concern, OP. I completely understand you feeling embarrassed. Been there, done exactly those things, but please don't think that she's embarrassed of or for you as well. By all means, plan something nice for her, cook a nice meal, offer to clean her room or the whole house, offer to take her for a walk, whatever you can think of, and I'm sure that she will appreciate it and you two will grow closer because of it. OP replies, I am too terrible a cook to cook her something, but the rest are great ideas. I could do those. And yeah, she is a very kind individual. Seems like you need to return the favor. Give her a gift or take her somewhere. Do something nice for her. OP says, I have done this. I bought a pair of shoes that she really wanted. It made her happy. That was one of the better days that I had this year. It's just I feel really awkward about hanging out with her. Don't get embarrassed. It happens to everyone. To show your feelings for someone else takes confidence. This roommate might be a keeper. Perhaps you feel a little guilt that someone that you see as perfect took time to help you. Think about it like this. She sees immense value in you. That is why she invested in you. She also knew the person that you were before your breakup. Hug her often, expressing your thanks. You will see that you have nothing to be embarrassed about. OP says, I feel so nervous even thinking about hugging her. I don't know why that is. Yeah, she is as close to perfect a person can get. And now, onto the updates, titled, I realized I have a crush on my roommate. My roommate has been an angel while I was a barely functioning adult due to my breakup with my boyfriend. She took care of me and helped me deal with my panic attacks. I felt really embarrassed to just hang out with her. I was incredibly nervous, but I posted about this and people gave me some great suggestions. One of the suggestions was to take her to the park for a walk. She loves the park. Both of us were done with work earlier yesterday. We went to the park together. We just talked and hung out. I felt a lot of embarrassment about exposing my worst, most vulnerable moments to her. I really love her company and I have missed this, just hanging out with her. She bought me flowers as a joke, and my heart skipped out of my chest. That was a really weird reaction. Then while we were eating tacos and she was joking about her job, I realized this felt kind of like her date, and this was the best date ever. I had an almost overwhelming urge to kiss her. We got back to our apartment, and I just shut myself into my room and tried to understand all of these feelings. I have never felt this way about a girl. I am scared. I don't know what to do here. Should I just ignore these feelings? We still have a long lease left, and I don't want her to be creeped out by me. Some part of me is telling me to shut up. It would just weird her out. I will become the funny story that she tells people. Her roommate she had helped out of kindness or pity, and then creeped her out and wanted to be in a relationship. I don't know. I'm scared about ruining our friendship too. In the comments, Robin the Younger says, "Slow down. Stop for a minute. Don't think about complications with your roommate for a moment, especially if she's straight. Maybe rewind to how you feel about possibly being attracted to a woman for the first time. Sexuality is not something that is strictly defined one way for our entire lives. For some people, it may evolve over time. For some people, they may know comfortably who they're attracted to without further introspection. This can be a weird and confusing time if you've thought that you were straight your entire life. You may be straight and conflating your deep feelings of gratitude and the vulnerability that you shared with romantic feelings. You may be genuinely attracted to her, and you'll only ever really be attracted to this one particular woman. You may be bisexual or pansexual. It is a lot to try to grapple with. Maybe start with some resources for LGBTQ questioning youth. You are not a youth, but these resources will be for people who are just starting the process of wondering if they are not straight. Do you have any LGBTQ friends or groups in the area? Have you watched any media with positive LGBTQ representation, particularly of female-female relationships? Just try to get comfortable with the idea before you try to decide what you want to do with your roommates. After you ponder it for a bit, the concept may get less scary, or you may realize that these are intense, but ultimately not romantic feelings. Wanting to kiss her and express physical affection is a clue that you may have genuine romantic interest, and that's okay. Just keep treating her with respect for the time being while you work on your own stuff. And OP replies, "Hey, thank you for commenting. I did end up getting a few books. It helped me sort it out. I think I am bi, and I repressed my feelings for women, and I thought that it was pretty normal to find women to be attractive. I probably have a ton of internalized homophobia to work through." And now onto the latest updates. My post didn't get a lot of attention, but some people did provide me with really good feedback, and this is a happy update. I decided to keep my feelings to myself and understand if it was just my gratitude and learn about myself in that time. I read a few books and I did some introspection. I have always liked girls. In hindsight, it is pretty obvious why I hated seeing my best friend with her boyfriend. I brushed those feelings aside as just jealousy for how good their relationship was. Teenage me was pretty dumb. I also realized that my roommate was probably asexual. I've known her for a long time and she has not dated one single person, never brought a person home. It made me feel hopeless about my feelings for her. I came out to her about a month ago. I had left one of my books laying around and she handed it back to me. I made a bad joke. I ended up explaining that I think I'm bi. It was pretty awkward. She told me that she was into girls, but she thinks she is demisexual, and it takes her a lot to form the emotional bond needed to be ready to have sex. I probably made a mess of the conversation. I thought there was no way she would wait for such a bond with me. She ended up asking me out while we were cooking dinner last week. I was pretty surprised, honestly. It's scary and a bit awkward moving from being roommates to girlfriends. Scary as hell, but even with all the uncertainty about it if we could work, I feel incredibly comfortable around her. I can be myself and I know that she won't judge me and she loves it. And in the comments, Bad Girl Venus says, "And they were roommates. Congrats, OP." Alright, this is taking the old joke, what do lesbians bring on their second date? A moving truck, way too far. You moved in before you even knew you were bi. Congratulations, this is lovely, go get 'em. You beat me to it. The lesbianist of lesbians brings the moving truck before they even ask them out, lol. And that's where I'm going to end today's episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!